This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Tuesday, February 18th. Starting off the day with some chilly temperatures and some rain this morning. The high will be 50, and then the temp will plummet throughout the day. It is possible rain will turn to ice this evening with a low of 17 degrees. It will be cold the rest of the week with highs in the mid-30s and lows in the teens and low 20s. And due to the weather forecast for the remainder of the week, ERCOT, the electrical grid operator for most of Texas, issued a weather watch for Wednesday through Friday ahead of what may be the coldest temperatures of the year. The watch was issued due to extreme cold weather across the ERCOT region, higher electrical demand, and the potential for lower reserves. ERCOT emphasized that grid conditions are expected to be normal, though, and it has not called for energy conservation. An Arctic cold front overnight Tuesday will send temperatures plummeting through Dallas-Fort Worth and North Texas. There is a chance for light freezing rain and drizzle later on today. The National Weather Service issued an extreme cold watch from Tuesday evening through Thursday morning as bitterly cold air temperatures were expected to range between 7 and 17 degrees. Wind chill factors will drop below 0 degrees, getting as cold as -10. In other news, Dallas-based Southwest Airlines is cutting 15% of its corporate staff. The layoffs amount to about 1,750 people. Southwest employs a total of more than 72,000 full-time or full-time equivalent workers. The cuts come after a fourth-quarter earnings call in which the company warned of rising labor costs despite a hiring pause on management, headquarters jobs, and outside workers. Southwest had previously offered buyouts to workers at 18 airports. Southwest is undergoing what Jordan calls the largest and most comprehensive transformation in the company's history. From adding assigned seats to selling and leasing back some of its aircraft, the airline has endeavored to return to profitability through a series of major changes. The new cuts are a radical change for an airline that prided itself for 50 years on never laying off or furloughing employees, making it an airline that was beloved by both employees and passengers. But Southwest has come under pressure from Wall Street, namely activist investor Elliott Investment Management. After a heated showdown with the group, Southwest agreed to add 5 Elliott-appointed board members out of a total of 13. Elliott has been calling for change at the airline amid accusations of poor management and lackluster financial results. Next up, the jury trial for a civil lawsuit against Dallas Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones is now scheduled for August 11th. Last week, attorneys for both Jones and the plaintiff appeared in front of Dallas County District Court Judge Aiesha Redmond. By the end of the hearing, Redmond ruled the trial, which was scheduled for March 3rd, would be delayed. The lawsuit, initially filed in September 2020 before being dismissed and reopened by the Texas Supreme Court, was brought by a South Carolina woman who alleges Jones kissed her on the mouth and forcibly grabbed her without her consent in the Tom Landry room of AT&T Stadium after a Cowboys game on September 16, 2018. In an affidavit previously filed in the case, Jones said if deposed, he would testify that he does not recall meeting the woman. He said he did not sexually assault her and called the allegations categorically false. And 2 of Collin County's largest cities will decide the future of hundreds of millions of dollars for publicly funded projects, including a slate of bond measures that would be the largest in Plano's history. In Frisco, pay for elected officials could rise substantially. The 7 bond measures in Plano would provide about $648 million, including a $316 million bond for street improvements and a $155 million proposal to replace the police department's aging headquarters and modernize its dispatch center. If all propositions are approved, the tax rate is expected to rise by 3.2 cents, an average increase of about $225 in 2029. The rate is based on the average value of a home in Plano, which is now about $580,000. Plano council members said the projects are needed to meet its growing needs and keep pace with neighboring cities in the fast-growing county. While other cities look to growth and development in upcoming elections, Plano's focus is on maintenance and repairs. The city is also asking its residents to pay for library renovations, fire stations, and parks and recreation facilities. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.